A ho 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 and a Merry Christmas to you, bitch! Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, before you do anything, hit that subscribe button to that YouTube channel. Y'all not doing nothing. Like, just hit it. You know what? I'ma wait. You can go, just do. Oh, girl, we gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the video to start. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. You subscribe? All right. So I was like, okay, you haven't done a video in a while. It's Christmas, and like, you low-key stand Mariah Carey, the queen of Christmas, and you're not gonna do anything festive? Nah. Girl, went to the dollar store, got me a little Santa hat. You know what I'm saying? The little dollar store hat. She kinda, is boxy. She does not sit the way that I thought that she would sit, but we're gonna make do. Anyway, I decided, I was coming home from work. I was like, you know what? I need to do a video on one of my favorite Christmas albums of all time. In fact, it's like the only Christmas album that I like low-key regularly play. And I'll let you all guess, JK, it is The 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child. And this big, ugly sticker. Move this shit. So 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child. I mean, if y'all don't already know, I am a really big fan of Beyoncé. So much to the point that I'm an even bigger fan of Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child, that was the first concert I ever went to. That was like the first musical artist that I just obsessed over, always was playing their music. And so of course, whenever Beyonce went solo, whenever all the girls went solo, really, my love for them individually transitioned, and girl, we live for Beyonce now. But yeah, it was Destiny's Child. And this CD growing up was a mainstay during the holidays, so much to the point that we always played it at every gathering, at every function, whenever, after Thanksgiving hit, we popped this in. I just wanted to go ahead and low-key give a review of it, because why not? First of all, this is a dual disc. I don't even think this is an original copy. I'll be honest with you, I don't even think I ever had an original copy of this CD. This CD came out in 2001, if I believe. And so that was the middle of LimeWire, Napster. So I am so sorry, Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle, but I didn't even get the CD legally until 2005. But I definitely knew the CD before then. There was one Christmas where I was like, okay, Mom, I want all the Beyonce CDs. So she rebought everything. I got all their CDs, and yeah, I got this one included as well. I was listening to bootleg for a long while, but okay, it's fine. I bought it, and then I bought the iTunes version too. That's another thing. I buy multiple copies of Destiny's Child Beyonce CDs, so every time I see one in the store, I just pick one up. And honestly, we're just gonna get into it. So let me just say that I did not know. I don't even know how to preface this. But girl, let me just say, growing up, I was the only Beyonce fan that I knew IRL, in real life. I never interacted with any other Beyonce fan. So I thought this CD was good. I thought this CD was tea. I thought it was good. So it wasn't until 2008, 2009 when I started interacting with other Beyonce fans on the internet that I realized girl, this is the ghetto this is the ghetto Christmas album. I was like, what do you mean ghetto? No, it's not. Which I grew up in the suburbs, so I listened to this. I was I thought this was fine. I thought this was normal. Looking back now, I was the only person that what I'm saying, girl, none of my white friends knew this Christmas music. I was just dumbfounded. I was like, what do you mean this is the ghetto Christmas album? No, it's not. Because I just associate so many great memories with it. The way that they were trying to paint it at it was not a good album. But girl, this is a good album, and we're gonna get into the reason why. This album is kind of weird for a Christmas album. So if you listen to this album, some of the tracks, they don't really sound like Christmas songs, as far as the production goes. And I always thought it was weird, their version of This Christmas is very strange and doesn't sound like a Christmas song. And growing up, it was okay, this is different, girl, I'm edgy, right? But it wasn't until I heard this interview that the reason why that was is because Girl, the Ghetto Christmas album comes to light. And if I remember this interview correctly, girl, I may just be lying. I may just be lying out my ass. But someone mentioned Kelly, Michelle, Beyonce, have them chime in, have them comment under, and tell me if I'm right in this. But the story goes that they were en route to Japan, and the album was due before they would be able to make it home. And unfortunately, they left, the holiday beats back in the States. And so they were in Japan, so they needed to record the album, finish the album, before they were able to get back to the States and record with the, holiday productions. And girl, this is in 2001, right, girl? This is before, you can hit someone up, call them up on the cell phone. I don't even know if they had cell phones even, girl. Could you imagine, you in Japan, the landline, I wouldn't even answer that. Girl, that's gonna be too much money. I'm not picking up that phone call, first of all. Second of all, how the hell y'all even gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? We on AOL. We don't even have AOL broadband yet. We're on dial-up still. You know what I'm saying? You gonna send a beat over the internet, it just there was no WeTransfer, it just was not a thing. So they had some beats on them, or I guess some beats that they had in Japan, and so then they built the recordings around those productions, and that's honestly where a lot of Beyonce's creativity came into when producing this album. And this is around the time post DC4, where Beyonce was taking a lot of creative control of Destiny's Child. She was the face of Destiny's Child, and she was also the brains of Destiny's Child. And a lot of people, whenever they talk about Destiny's Child, oh, if only such and such gave light to Latavia, they would have, shine a little better. No, Beyonce was actually writing these songs. She was vocally arranging all of these songs. So that's where a lot of the creativity came from, because they weren't typical holiday beats. So Beyonce had to take these lyrics and essentially fit them on these productions. So she rearranged all these Christmas classics and made them, uniquely her own, uniquely Destiny's Child. And girl, her mind, Beyonce's mind. I think that's what really shines bright when listening to this album, is the arrangement. For example, Opera of the Bells, first of all, she arranged all of that herself. So, girl, her mind. Albums like this, albums like Survivor, even On the Writing on the Wall, is a testament to her skills as a songwriter, which a lot of people try to downplay and try to say that she isn't. But, you know what I'm saying, we have records like this that proves that, she is kind of a talented songwriter and a talented producer and a talented vocal arranger. Whenever you hear a Beyonce song, it's uniquely Beyonce's because she's producing it, she's vocally arranging it, she's writing the song. Let's get into the tracks. First of all, I just want to say, Spread a Little Love on Christmas Day, I think is my favorite song off the album. It's beautiful outside and the wind is whistling. I look outside the window as I see my neighbor's Christmas tree. The snow is falling, the spirit's feeling happy. I'm feeling even better because I got my family next to me. I gotta thank the Lord. Yes, girl, you wrote that. What kind of rapper? Girl, do you have my back on Christmas Day? Do you have my back on Christmas Day? Even stuff like a DC Christmas medley, where Beyonce is implementing all these traditional Christmas songs like Frosty the Snowman, Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells, Sleigh Ride, all in one song. And Beyonce, arranged that song over a beat that wasn't really, I guess, meant for that. You know what I'm saying? All those different Christmas songs, and she placed it on that one production. Girl, who else is doing that? 8 Days of Christmas is a classic. The people don't even want to give credit to 8 Days of Christmas. Alexa, play 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child. Christmas was made for the children. Destiny's children. 8 Days of Christmas is a bop. And look at this. This cover is just so iconic to me. Whenever I look at this, I just think of Christmas time. I just think of my family. I just have so many great positive moments associated with this album. So I don't even care if the music aged terribly. I will always have a special place in my heart for this record. Thank you, Destiny's Child. Thank you, Beyonce. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Michelle, for creating such an iconic body of work. You could probably say like, oh, it's ghetto, or like, oh, it's not traditional, but it's uniquely Destiny's Child. And like I said, it is a testament to Beyonce's creativity. So I will always hold it in high regards to that. This is what, like a 19, 20-year-old Beyonce, you know, her creative mind just coming to fruition and creating a body of work, even if it's low-key not the best. But, you got what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to give props where props are due. Girl, don't take this goofy ass hat off. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Connect with me on social media. I'll link all of it below. And go ahead and stream 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child. This is a bomb album, okay? Let's get into it. What are some of your favorite holiday records? You guys listen to like holiday albums, or you just have like a couple of songs? Let me know in the comments below. Let's have this debate. Let's talk it out. I know Mariah Carey has like a solid Christmas album, and I bumped some of those. And girl, All I Want for Christmas Is You, of course, is iconic. LC's Sleigh Ride is amazing. What else? Donny Hathaway's This Christmas is like my all-time favorite Christmas song. You all have a lovely holiday season. It's been an okay 2018, but guess what? We have so much in store for 2019. Me, you, everyone that's watching this video, we're gonna be blessed in 2019. And guess what? We're gonna ride the journey together. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all next time for the next video. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas from Destiny's Child.
It's Christmas time for the cheering. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Hear DC sing.